I'm back with another video, folks, and so today I'm gonna point out to to all the 80th anniversary motorized trains, which to me they're still Trackmaster. That's what I call them by. But yeah, so today I'm gonna point out to all the ones that are my favorites and not my favorites. All right. So here we go. We're going to start out with all my favorites first, all right? So, Classic Thomas is my favorite. And why is Classic Thomas my favorite? Because of the troublesome trucks. I like how the troublesome trucks are designed and everything, especially that they got the CGI face and then the cargo car. Yeah, I like how they have a little bit of the quarry dust all over them. And yeah, that's why I like Classic Thomas, because of the two troublesome trucks that it comes with. So that's a reason why Classic Thomas is my favorite one. But as for the Classic Thomas engine itself, I like it. I like it too, along with the troublesome trucks. I like how it's I like how they finally, oh boy. Yeah, I like how they finally designed like Thomas and everything. I like how they finally made him the correct size and everything. I like how they finally made him the correct size instead of like the Trackmaster 2 size of how Mattel made them over the years. Like, look at this. This does not, I mean, Trackmaster 2 Thomas, I still love Trackmaster 2 Thomas to this day because that's what I grew up with. But yeah, like, look at this. So, Mattel for many years, like, the way they made Trackmaster, the way Mattel made Trackmaster 2 Thomas over the years would always be like this. And it would not match of how Thomas actually looks like in the model and CGI series. Like, this is not what Thomas looked like at all in the model and CGI series. He never looked this long at all. He always looked like this. But just don't get the CGI, but no, don't get the CGI face confused with the model series face. I'm just saying that no, like so basically that no, like this is like no, this is what Thomas looks like in the CGI series, but and as for the model series, I'm just going to cover the face right now because this is what Thomas looked like. He was the same exact size. Thomas the Train was the same exact size in the model series as he is in the CGI series. But in the model series, you know, like the faces like would not move at all or whatever except the eyes when they're talking. But yeah. So yeah, this is what Thomas looked like. This is the size that Thomas was and looked like in the model and CGI series. But the model series, him and all the other characters had like the goofy faces. And in the CGI series, this is the face that they had. So yeah. But yeah, no, this is what Thomas looked like. over the years in the model in the CGI series, but just in the model series, the face was different. In the CGI series, face was that right there. And yeah. So yeah, now that yeah, it's like with Trackmaster 2 Thomas, like you would think Mattel would make uh the Thomas and Friends Trackmaster lines, all of the lines from over the years, all the Trackmaster lines from over the years, you would think Mattel would make them just like this, and all the other characters. You would think that for the original Trackmaster trains and for the Trackmaster 2 trains as well, you would think that Mattel would do such a thing at making them, especially for the Trackmaster 2 line. You would think you would think Mattel would make the Trackmaster 2 line exactly like this and how they're supposed to look, instead of making them this long and everything. But yeah, but then now that I don't think they're doing all engines go anymore, now that pretty much all engines go, I think, might be coming to an end. I don't know. That they're going back to the CGI series. And yeah, and look at this. This is the correct size. This is how it's supposed to look. And this is how Mattel should have made them years ago. This is how the Trackmaster 2 trains of Thomas should have looked like years ago, instead of like this. This is the way it should have been years ago. This matches with how Thomas is supposed to look. And I'm finally happy that Mattel realized their mistakes from over the years. I'm finally happy with Mattel. About time I'm finally happy with Mattel that, yeah, Mattel finally did not disappoint us fans, including me, that they finally got it together, Mattel, and they realized, well, with the Trackmaster 2 line of Thomas, the CGI series, we made a mistake and we're going to fix that. And sure enough, they did. They fixed the problem. The way Thomas looks right there and how he's looked over the years in the model and CGI series is how he looks right here. That Mattel, I'm so happy you finally realized that you made a mistake and you solved the problem. Because look at this. This one is so much better than Trackmaster 2. This one is the better one. This matches and looks exactly like that one of how it's supposed to look. 10 out of 10. Just gonna put this one back for now. But however, folks, I am only going to rank this Thomas right here 9 out of 10 because it's got the watermarks right here on this side and on the other side too. I mean, I don't mind the watermark at all. Like the watermark, the watermark right here, as you can see, it's same thing on this side too. Well, I don't have to show the other side because it's the same exact thing. That for the watermarks, the watermark that's on Classic Thomas right here, I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it at all, but it doesn't bother me at all. I got no problem with it, but I just think it's a little bit annoying, you know? It's kind of like a little bit, like ridiculous and everything. Even though it does not bother me at all, even though it doesn't bother me at all, yeah, even though I don't mind it at all, the watermark on Classic Thomas, even though I don't mind it, I just am not like that big of a fan of it though. Even though I don't mind it though, that even though I don't mind it, that it just I'm not a fan of it though. Cause I think it's just a little bit annoying, you know. But other than that, that's why I'm giving this that's why I give Classic Thomas a 9 out of 10 for that reason. So yeah, that one is definitely my favorite. But no, there's other Thomases for this line too, for the 80th anniversary motorized line. There's other Thomases that are a bit better. But yeah. So yeah, Classic Thomas is my favorite. That gets a 9 out of 10. All right, moving on to Classic Gordon. So, all right, so here's the thing with Classic Gordon. The thing with Classic Gordon, is just that, I mean, I like it though, but I just can't understand why this is just a little bit short. Let me compare them to the box that he came in real quick. There we go. All right, there's not that much of a good picture of him, but actually, right here, it doesn't show the entire front, but this is the best that it shows. But yeah, look at that. That's how Gordon looks in the CGI series and also in the model series as well. And remember, these are the faces from the CGI series, and then the model series faces. For both of them, it's all the characters. These ones are the CGI series face, and then the other ones are the model series face. But a lot of Thomas fans would know the difference. Yeah, but at the same time, but when it comes to the locomotive designs and everything from the model and CGI series, they basically look the same. Really though, and all of that. So yeah, Gordon right here, this is how he's supposed to look. Gordon, as you can see. Right there. And yeah, right there, yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit long, but this one's like short and all that. That if you like look at that. Which now like this right here, like that doesn't bother me at all, but it's just like the face though, like I just can't figure out the face. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, the face should have looked like that. That's what the face should have looked like. And then like the eyes, I don't mind like where the eyes are and everything. Like the eyes and like this I have no problem with, but it's just like the face to like that smile. This is the one that should have been the face right here on Gordon instead of it looking like that. And then yeah, you got the back too. But yeah, no, these ones. And then the tender. And then you got the coach too. Other than that, folks, I'll say this one's this one I'll probably give I'll be fair too. I'll say probably a 9 out of 10 for this one. And yeah, I'll give Classic Gordon a 9 out of 10. All right, let's do which one next? We'll do Talking Classic Thomas. Okay, so Talking Classic Thomas. Yeah, so yeah, no, Mattel, they did a great job again. They finally made him. They made this one the correct size and everything. And yeah. There's the CGI face. Yep, they made this one the correct size as well, but here's the only thing though, is that this one, the number 1 is painted a little bit bigger than the other ones of Thomas, and this right here is a bit taller than the other ones, as well, as you can see, if you guys know what I mean. Which I can understand why this is taller. This part right here is because it's a talking engine, so I can understand that. And yeah, and then you got Annie right there, Clarabelle right there, and yeah, these do. Yeah, there's passengers seats in there and everything. Even though these ones are a little bit shorter than even though this Annie and Clarabelle are a bit tinier than the other or maybe I should say shorter than the other Trackmaster Annie and Clarabelle that I have. That obviously this Annie and Clarabelle is kind of looks like they got like 7 windows on each side, where it looks like this one right here has 12 windows on each side, and I'm not going to get them now, but my other Annie and Clarabelle right there, I think also have 12 windows on each side as well. So yeah. So yeah, this one, so yeah, no, the Thomas engine, the Talking Classic Thomas engine, it's fine for what it is. Like the red running board, I don't mind at all. So yeah, that's fine for what it is, the Tonka Thomas engine. That's fine for what it is. I like how they got the CGI series faces of uh, Annie and Clarabelle on these ones, but it's just the Annie and Clarabelle for this one, these ones right here. It's just like too short, I would say. And it's just not comparable to the other ones that I have. But yeah, but altogether, I'm saying this one, yeah, the Thomas engine's fine for what it is. And then I'm happy that they have the CGI series faces of Annie and Clarabelle. So what I'm gonna say, folks, is like I just don't like that this Annie and Clarabelle is like smaller. So like one for each. That's why I'm going. That's why I'm gonna rank this one 8 out of 10. So yeah, that's why I'm ranking this one 8 out of 10. So yeah, all right. Moving on to my other ones, and then yeah, this Percy. You know what? There's not that much to say about this Percy, folks. This Percy, I'm already gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It just looks so good. And then same thing with this Thomas right here, 10 out of 10. So yeah, that's 5 of my favorites. And then, oh wait, actually, I'll definitely say that this one's my favorite too, but this one I only collected because it was a limited edition that you could only find it at a Dale with Thomas event. So yeah, but this one I would probably put in the center of my favorites and not favorites, because in between them, because this one's like a very special one that you can only find it at a certain place. And that's the Day Out with Thomas event that you can only find it at. Whether it's for a limited time or not, but mostly for a limited time, you know. But yeah, but no, I like everything about this one. I love everything about this Thomas engine right here. How it's got the Day Out with Thomas 2025 on it. Birthday on this side. CGI face. And then party on this side. I like how it looks. This right here, definitely this is half all engines go. Definitely this is half all engines go and half not. This is what makes it half all engines go and half not, because this used to be all engines go. Now this is for the CGI series. But yeah, no, the blue wheels I would have to think. And yeah, folks, but other than that though, this I would give a 10 out of 10 as well. This one. So yeah. So yeah, I would consider that it's definitely like my favorite. Yeah, so but I'll start out with the ones that I did that are my favorites. So yeah, it's uh Casey Thomas of the 2 pack of Thomas that comes with one rolling stock, and then Casey Percy. That's a 2 pack that also comes with the rolling stock. And then Talking Classic Thomas, Classic Gordon, and Classic Thomas. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that's 5 of my favorites that there are for this line. 5 favorites for this line. And then this is definitely my favorite too, but I have it in a different category because this is a special edition that's for a limited time, that you can only find this at a day out with Thomas. Because trains like this that are for a limited time, or if it's for a special edition, I put them in separate categories. But yeah, this one I would say is this one's my favorite too as well, but I'm just not putting it with all like the regular ones for a reason that I just said, you know. So yeah, and then so the rest of the ones that I did not name are not my favorites. So Classic Percy is not my favorite. But however, I do have to say that that I thought my Classic Percy was gonna come with like the watermarks right here on the door and on the other side as well, but mine shockingly did not come with a watermark at all, which at first I was upset though, because that's what I was expecting, but at the same time I was actually happy at the same time that mine actually did not come with a watermark, because like I said before, that I am not a fan of the watermarks, but I don't mind them at all. They don't bother me, but I'm just not a fan of them, as I do feel that they're a little bit annoying in my opinion. But yeah, so that's why I'm so happy that, because yeah, I thought mine was gonna come with the watermarks on both sides of the doors of Classic Percy, but no, mine did not. Mine does not have the watermarks at all, which I'm actually, because I am actually happy about it. I'm really, really happy about it, folks. I'm really happy mine did not come with the watermarks at all. So yeah, even though Classic Percy's not my favorite, but I mean, still, Classic Percy, it's still not one of my favorites out of this whole range. It's still not my favorites, but the one good thing I'm gonna say is that well, all this time I was expecting to like see like watermarks on both the doors of Classic Percy, that I was expecting to see, that I was not expecting to not see any on the one that I got. Because at first I was upset about it, but then afterwards I'm like, you know what? I'm actually more happy that mine did not come with it at all. As I did say, like, they do feel annoying to me since I'm not a fan of them, but I don't mind them at all, but they can just be annoying though. So yeah, that's that. And then yeah, oh yeah, the Launch and Barrel Thomas. Yeah, I like how this one has a straight face. Oh yeah, no, so real quick, yeah, the Case A Percy is looking how you see how it's looking in the right direction. And then I think Classic Percy, I think he was supposed to be facing in the straight direction, but it looks like this one happens to be looking in the other direction, which I don't mind at all. Like I don't mind where the eyes are looking and everything and all that. But yeah, because folks, like, I'm more into model trains nowadays, like I have said before, because the two most important trains I love to collect is Thomas and Friends model train scale collections of HO scale Bachmann, N scale Bachmann, O scale Lionel, and HO narrow gauge Bachmann, and then regular model trains of HO scale, N scale, and sometimes O scale too. So yeah, those are the two most important trains I love to collect. And then anything 100%, all engines go, I do not like to collect. Anything 100%, not all in, or no, anything that's 100% all engines go. Anything that's 100%, anything I'm talking anything that's 100%, anything that's 100% all engines go, I do not like to collect. As long as everybody knows those three, then that's all that matters. So yeah, but hey, even if I collect anything 100%, anything of 100% all engines go, if anything that's 100% all engines go, if I do collect all engines go, if anything 100% all engines go, if I do, then don't mind me at all. But for now, this is the current plan and what's currently up. So yeah. But yeah, like this I don't mind at all. Like I'm not that upset about this after all though. And all that because like I said, like what I did say they now, like because now that I'm into like model trains now and everything, and I'm trying to complete, because with one of the trains, the model trains I love to collect with Thomas and Friends, of the ones that I just explained and all that I'm basically still trying to collect every item in those 4 model train scale collections of Thomas and Friends that I already explained, that's the one that I'm trying to make sure that you know that everything's correct and all that, you know, because those ones have to be perfect, where this stuff right here is not necessary though, because now that I'm older and everything, but yeah, but it's a long story, folks. All right, so I don't have to explain myself about that. So anyhow, folks, yeah, so there's one of them that is not my favorites, and for this mail car right here that is half all engines go and half not all engines go, I just wish that like whatever they know since this mail car used to be all engines go, but now they're using this for the CGI series, that no, whatever the all engines go mail logo was on this side, and on this side as well, that they pretty much erased it and everything, and they replaced it with the CGI series. They replaced it with the CGI series mail logos and all that. But yeah, but they just it's like, even though they replaced the all engines go mail logos on this mail card, they took it off this side and they took it off this side, and they added and they replaced this side by adding on these CGI series mail logos, but they left out this side. They just left this side blank for some reason, and I don't know if they, and I think they redid this, they remade this mail card too and everything, because I don't see like that big giant hole or something that was on the roof and everything from the all engines go mail card. But But yeah, but I don't know, folks. Yeah, it's like they should have. They should have. Besides having the male logos of the CGI logos on this side, they should have added them on. They should have added them on this side too. But it is what it is, folks, and that's why I say that this train right here, to me, is half all engines go, and half not all engines go. That's why I say that this train is half all engines go and half not all engines go. And yeah, so got the brake van right here. It just looks like a prison. It literally just looks like a jail cell. But yeah, all right, so that is that, folks. And then Classic James is not my favorite. And the face is not too bad on Classic James. But yeah, there's not that, and then but then I don't know, folks. Yeah, there's not that much to explain with this one. Classic Nia is not my favorite. And then Classic Flying Scotsman is not my favorite. So yeah, I just want. Oh, and then yeah, did I just say? Oh yeah, I think I left out the launch and barrel Thomas. So yeah, no. So the launch and barrel Thomas. So the launch and barrel delivery set Thomas engine that came with the launch and barrel delivery set. I mean, this one's not my favorite, as it also has the watermarks too, just like the classic Thomas engine does. And same thing with the classic Percy engine, but although the classic Percy engine only has the watermarks covering both sides of its entire door, but mine, thankfully, as I got super lucky that mine did not come with the watermark doors at all. Yeah, so this one, yeah, the launch and barrel Thomas engine that came with the launch and barrel delivery set. This one's not my favorite. And I'll say the rolling stock that it came with, the rolling stock is actually not bad at all. And another good thing about this one too, I'll say, is that yeah, like the white running board, and then the face, the eyes just looking straight at you. It's perfect though and everything. So yeah. So yeah, I think I got through them all, folks. So yeah. Let me do it this way. Classic Thomas, my favorite. Classic Gordon, my favorite. Percy with the rolling stock. 2-pack or case A, whatever you want to call it. My favorite. Thomas with the rolling stock, my favorite. Talking Classic Thomas, my favorite. So that, and then, hold on, and then, so yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 favorites. All right, that's 5 favorites. And then Classic Nia, Classic Flying Scotsman, Classic James, Classic Percy, the Launch and Barrel Delivery Set Thomas. Oh, and even the Launch and Barrel delivery set. The train set itself, yeah, those are not my favorites for this whole entire Motorized 80th anniversary line. So yeah. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Those are not my favorites. And then for the Day Out with Thomas 2025, as this is a special edition that you can only find it at Day Out with Thomas, there's only one. And this one I'm saying is my favorite. It's going to be my favorite, this one. So there you have it, folks. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. All right, yeah. So there you have it, folks. 6 that are not my favorites, including the train set of the Launch and Barrel Delivery Set. So yeah, that's 6 that are not my favorites. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that are not my favorites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I got 5 of my favorites. And then for the other category, that's separate from all the ones that are my favorites and not favorites. This is the only one that's the special edition, or I should say in the variant category, or the special, or should I say VIP pass, the VIP category, as it's a special edition or for a limited time where you can only find it at a certain place. So yeah. So for the, I'm just gonna call it a silly name, all right? I'm gonna call it the VIP. So yeah, so for the VIP section, and there's only one for the VIP section, and the only one that there is Day Out with Thomas 2025. And folks, is this one my favorite or not favorite? The answer is this one's my favorite. So yeah, if I have the right information, for the ones that are not my favorites, I got 6 that are not my favorites. 6 of them are not my favorites. 5 of them are my favorites. So yeah, 6 that are not my favorites. 5 that are my favorites. And then 1 for the VIP section, as this is a limited edition. You can only find it at a Day Out with Thomas. This one, I'm saying, is my favorite. This one's my favorite. So yeah, 6 favorites, or no. So yeah, one more time, folks. 6 non-favorites, 5 favorites, and 1 special one that you can only find it at a day out with Thomas. That's pretty much for a limited time, as it's in the VIP section. And there's only one, and that is Day Out with Thomas 2025, and that's my favorite. So yeah, there you have it, folks. So the only ones that would be left to get would be the only ones that would be left to get, folks, would be a case A duck, the 2-pack duck, I should say, that comes with a duck and his red rolling stock, and same thing with Nia and her yellow rolling stock with the orange wheels. So yeah, it's only those 2 left to get, duck and Nia. So yeah, duck and Nia, duck and Nia, that each come with their own rolling stock, as you could either call them the 2-packs or case A. Duck and Nia, that come with their own rolling stock. Those are the only 2 left for me to get. Then when I get those 2, I will have completed the entire motorized collection for the 80th anniversary of Thomas and Friends. And yeah, but like I said yesterday, that the only 3 I'm leaving out is the expansion pack from Amazon that comes with motorized Gordon, motorized Percy, motorized Thomas, and metal push along James, metal push along Henry. It's that expansion pack that I think you can only purchase on Amazon. So it's that one I'm not going to collect, as I already have all those trains as I already have every single one of those trains that comes in that expansion pack from Amazon. I already have all of them. So there's no reason to get that expansion pack. It makes no sense. Unless I wanted to buy it for a friend, and start to get them into trains, That would be one thing. So yeah, that one's out of the equation. I'm not collecting that. And then same thing with case A Gordon and case A James. That case A James and case A Gordon, that since they're both tender engines, that their tenders are their rolling stocks, that they're just sold by themselves and they do not come with actual rolling stock, as pretty much their tenders are their own rolling stock to them, since they are since they're tender engines. So yeah, that expansion pack from Amazon, if that's what it's called, case A Gordon, case A James, those 3 I'm leaving out of the equation because it does not make sense for me, and I feel for myself it doesn't make sense to collect those 3, because I already have them and everything. And you know what, folks, the red running board that's on the case A James and the case A Gordon, since those ones have the red running board, I'm not interested in collecting those at all. So, think about it. Like the classic James and classic Gordon, I think for the tender engines, the white running board is better on the tender engines when it comes to the white running board. I think the white running board The white running board on the Tender engines I feel is better than the red running board because come on, folks, like nah, like nah. I just don't think that for myself to collect um Casey Gordon and Casey James, that would not make sense at all to collect Casey James and Gordon, as both of them have their own rolling stock. Well, their tenders are their rolling stock, but they don't come with actual rolling stock. But yeah, so one more time, folks. Yeah, the expansion pack or the adventure pack, or no, I don't think it's called the adventure pack. What the heck was that noise? Hang on one sec, folks. Oh, never mind. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Then no, yeah, my neighbor across the street. Yeah. She's getting a new garage door. So yeah, she's putting a new garage door in for herself and everything. So if you're wondering, I don't know if you guys might hear the background noise or whatever, but yeah, they're working on getting the new garage door in and all that. So yeah, but folks, they so Duck that comes with his rolling stock, the red one, and then Nia with the yellow rolling stock and orange wheels. Those two are the only ones left to get for my collection right here. Those are the only two left to get, and I'm gonna try to go to I'm gonna go to Walmart today and Kohl's and TJ Maxx and try them again. So yeah, it's only Duck with the red rolling stock and Nia with the yellow rolling stock and the orange wheels. It's those two that are left to get. And then once I get those two, then I will have completed the entire collection right here. And yeah, and and then yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I could find the Railway Series metal push along Thomas as well, and then the Ruby Thomas collection, which is the metal Thomas push along with the two rolling stocks and the red golden coal. The Mattel one for the 80th anniversary. I'm going to try to find that one as well. And regular Thomas as well. The regular metal push along Thomas for all of them for the 80th anniversary. So yeah. So yeah. Uh Duck. So yeah, motorized 80th anniversary Duck with the rolling stock. Motorized 80th anniversary Nia with the rolling stock. It's those two that are left to get for this collection, um, and then metal push along Railway Series Thomas, Ruby Thomas metal push along. That comes with like Thomas and the two rolling stocks with the red golden coal from Mattel, and then the regular metal push along Thomas. All five of them for the 80th anniversary. So yeah, those five I'm trying to find, and I'm gonna go to Walmart and Kohl's and try to find all five of them today. See if I have any luck, and if I find them, great. I'm gonna collect them, and yeah, yeah. So beside, yeah, all five of them for the 80th anniversary. But yeah, as for that expansion pack from Amazon that I just said, that one, uh, regular Gordon, whether you want to call it that, or or Case A Gordon or 2-pack Gordon, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it regular Gordon and then regular James. So yeah. So yeah, expansion pack for the 80th anniversary from Amazon. Yeah, the expansion pack for the 80th anniversary of Thomas and Friends from Amazon. Uh Case A Gordon and Case A James. Those three I'm not going to collect. I'm not collecting those three at all. So yeah, I will not collect those three at all. Especially Case A James and Case A Gordon. Because I think the red running boards on the Case A James and Gordon look kind of ridiculous and all that. And yeah, there's no need to get those ones at all. So yeah, no need to get the expansion pack from Amazon. No need to get the Case A James. No need to get the Case A Gordon. So yeah, as those three are for the 80th anniversary as well. So yeah, those three I'm leaving out of the equation. 100% I'm leaving those three out of the equation. So yeah, just like how also I'm leaving out Percy, James, and Henry. The metal push along Henry, James, and Percy of the 80th anniversary ones. All of them sold, those ones sold separately. Those ones, yeah. Percy, James, and Henry. The metal push along, James, Henry, and Percy sold separately. I'm leaving those ones out of the equation as well, as I pretty much already have them in the Soda Adventure pack, and it doesn't make sense to get them separately as well. So yeah. So yeah, folks. All right, so yeah, so now that I've said all that, folks, that yeah, so basically, let's see. So yeah, Duck with his rolling stock, the red one, Nia, or actually I should say Case A Duck with his red rolling stock, Case A Nia with her yellow rolling stock and the orange wheels, those ones, and then metal push along Railway Series Thomas, and then Ruby metal push along Thomas, the Mattel edition that has the metal push along Thomas with the 2 rolling stock and the red golden coal, and then a regular metal push along Thomas. All 5 of them that are for the 80th anniversary. So yeah, those 5 I'm gonna go to Walmart today and try to see if I could find them, and maybe go to Kohl's and TJ Maxx as well. I'm gonna go to those. I'm gonna try to go to all of them today, but yeah, so those are the 5 that I'm looking for. And I'm gonna write a list down too, so then I can like check it off, you know? So yeah. And yeah, folks, even though some, because what I'm not, even though that most of these right, even though most of these right here have the 80th anniversary logo, and this one does not have the 80th anniversary logo, and same thing, like these 2 boxes right here do not have the 80th anniversary logo. These 2 at the bottom have the 80th anniversary logo, and then the Launch and Barrel set has the 80th anniversary logo. That basically for like the 80th anniversary collection right here. When it comes to it, or whatever, that what I'll say though is like they are like most of them have most of them have the 80th anniversary logo. Uh, two right here, and then three, and then also Talking Classic Thomas, which makes four. Yeah, like just like a few of them don't have the 80th anniversary logo. Yeah, some do not. Just a few of them do not have the 80th anniversary logo, where the rest of them have the 80th anniversary logo. Uh, that doesn't matter at all. Rather they have the 80th anniversary logo or they do not. Rather they have the 80th anniversary logo or they do not have the 80th anniversary logo. Either way, it doesn't matter at all. And yeah. But what I did notice too, folks, is that I might have said this too there. Then I'm noticing that every time I go to TJ Maxx trying to find the ones that I want that I don't have yet for my like Thomas collections and all that, then I'm noticing like most of the 80th anniversary stuff nowadays, such as like the launch and barrel delivery set, doesn't have the 80th anniversary logo on some of the sets. And I didn't even pick up on this that when I found Classic Percy and Classic Nia at Walmart a few days ago, that I just noticed that I found that there was and I just noticed this today, that I found a classic. They know when the Classic James that I was digging through in the background and everything, that I just noticed this today, that they had that the Classic James that were on the Classic James that were, there was a couple of Classic James that I think all the Classic James that there were at Walmart that day on the shelves, that all of them did not have the 80th anniversary logo at all. The Classic James, all the Classic James ones did not. All the Classic James that there were on the shelves did not have the 80th anniversary logo at all. And that just goes to tell me that, okay, if they're starting to not have the logos, then that tells me that I think this is Mattel's way of secretly giving us a hint that these are going to be here permanently, and that All Engines Go is going to be coming to an end in like the next year or two, and then slowly, just little bit by little bit, little by little, they're going to start bringing back the CGI series. And yeah, because like I said, folks, when it comes to like situations like logos that one of them's the 80th anniversary, when it comes to things like that, folks, whether it's anything, folks, that's special though, for like any logo, anything that's a special logo or what though, that one of them's the 80th anniversary, that when it comes to the 80th anniversary, when it comes to logos like the 80th anniversary logo, when it comes to things like that, of anything that's special like the 80th anniversary logo, when it comes to special things like that like when if I collect a train, or maybe anybody too, that basically coming from me though, that if I collect a train that either has the 80th anniversary logo or it does not have it, then that doesn't bother me at all. As long as I have like that train that interests me, And yeah. And also, folks, Yeah, nowadays, folks, I'm just gonna collect anything trains nowadays and all that, folks. And yeah. And yeah, the goal for me still is to complete all 4 model train scale collections of Thomas and Friends. The goal for me is still to complete all 4 model train scale collections of Thomas and Friends, which you guys already know what they are, like H.O. Bachman, N. Bachman, O. Lionel, and H.O. Narrow Gauge Bachman. Those are the 4 model train scale collections of Thomas and Friends I'm still trying to complete. I'm trying to complete all 4 of them so I can have every single item of the ones that count for all of them, which you guys already know the deal to that. And yeah, that's the one that's up my bucket list a lot. And same thing with model trains of HO scale, N scale, and O scale that are regular model trains. And yeah, those 2 most important trains right there are up my alley a lot lately. So yeah, so besides that, folks, yeah, like anything trains I collect nowadays, whatever types of trains I collect nowadays, and I do a review on them. I'm just gonna do like a normal review though, give my opinion about it and everything, and like keep them for the rest of my life, you know. Just be like every other rail fan and YouTuber, and yeah. So yeah, folks, that is that. So yeah, alright, that's it for today's video. Leave a like and subscribe. Peace out.